So this is just a real quick tutorial on how to remove dependency on master files. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and I'll do like a proper version later. But this is just a quick and dirty version. So you're working on a project. You want to use stuff from the Skyrim DLCs, but you can't do that because version control in the creation kit only works if you're merging a file that has at most two master files it depends on. So how do you fix that? Well, first you go into SSE edit. You load up your plugin. In this case, I'm just working with Winterfell as an example. You let it load. There we go. Once it's done loading, you select it, right click, go to apply script, and then run this script, report masters. And then you check everything except Skyrim update and the master file you intend to merge into, and you hit OK. And then in the messages over here, it shows every single record in the plugin that uses stuff from those masters that you selected. So with that, you select all of that. Okay, actually, this is a lot, so let's just go shift page up. No? Okay, shift up arrow key. There's a better way to do this, but I forget what it is, so we're doing that. Alright, and that's the end here. Up here is just the stuff that it does every time it starts. So you have that all selected, Control C. You open Notepad. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. And so now we have the list of everything that references the DLC for Skyrim here in winterfell.esp. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to put it off over to the side. Close SSE edit, and then open the creation kit. I've modified my creation kit a little bit. Don't worry about that. That's just doing that because I have version control on. And actually my creation kit is on another monitor, so let me add that monitor to OBS. Let's see, video capture, display capture 2. There we go. Put that down here. Okay, so from there we load up, we just set that as the active file. Oh, okay, just ignore that. That's version control stuff. That if you aren't the one doing the merge, if you don't have version control set up for yourself and your project does not require each member to do their own merges, don't worry about that. That's a whole other thing. So now we just wait for this to finish loading. Taking a while. Oh, yeah, because it's loading each DLC, that's why. This tutorial also doubles as a way to get your creation kit to load faster, I suppose, because you're removing the need to load those DLCs, in theory. So, okay, it's all loaded up. We now refer back to our list here, and let's just take this, for example. Okay, so actually, let's ignore these. It's just, this says it's just a reference to a model. And the reason why that's there is because that model is contained within the BSA file for the DLC. So if you just extract that to your data folder, it won't do that. Okay, so this, for example, places BYO H House Noble Chest 01. So that's saying that it places this object in Cell Temporary Children of Winterfell Player Home. So that's saying that this object is placed within AA Winterfell Player Home. So to fix that, we load into, oh, it's AA Winterfell Player Home. Right there. Okay. So we have that loaded in. My what's it called? My like what is this freaking window called? The actual, like, the render window is on a different monitor for me. So you don't even really need that necessarily. So we just see the item we're looking for is BYO H House Noble Chest 01. So here's the list of every item in the cell. And if we look, BYO H House Noble Chest 01, there it is. We can double click it to view it in the cell, but we can just go right click, edit base. Alarm going off. Let's see. And then just append the beginning. There's a different term for that, but I'm blanking on that. So let's just say, because this is for Skyros, let's just do Skyros. BYOH. Okay. Create a new form, yes. There we go. And as you can see, that swaps out the one that we just did. And if you're in like a world space or something, you can have that selected and then just hit Control F. You need to do it from the render window, I think. Yep, there it goes. Search for BYOH wait. Okay. BYOH House Noble Chest 01, and then swap it out with Skyros BYOH. There it goes. And current cell only. Selection only is like you can select different objects, and you know, it'll swap out only that selection. Current cell is only the currently loaded cell. Current world is if you're working in an exterior, it'll swap out every instance of that item in the entire world space. But we're working on an interior in this specific case, so just current cell only. That was the only one there in the first place, so that's not needed, but in cases where the item is used a lot, Control F replacement is very helpful, so we can just hit cancel there. Okay, and that takes care of this, but in order to get this prepared for merge, we would need to do that for every item on this list, and that's quite tedious. And the reason why I'm making this tutorial is because I don't want to need to keep doing this myself, and I'd rather teach everyone else how to do this for themselves, and then they can avoid using the DLC references in the future. They can just use their own copies of it. So, like, for example, now that we've created Skyros BYOH House Noble Chesto 1, you can use that every time you need that object in the future instead of using the one directly from Dawnguard. No, not Hearthfire. You can just use this one instead of using Hearthfire and make it easier for everyone in the future. And let's just assume that, okay, don't save. Let's just assume that we have, oh good, that was still in the background this whole time. Let's just assume that we have gotten rid of every, why is this still here? Okay. Let's just assume that we've gotten rid of every reference and we're ready to actually get rid of the dependency on the master file altogether. So go back into SSE edit, select your ESP, let it load. And just for good measure, apply this script one more time. Come on. And because you were thorough about it and you did it all correctly, this came up entirely blank. No objects were reported as needing these files. So once you've done that, you right-click here, clean masters, remove all unused masters, and yes, you know what you're doing. And that, if you check the file header, gets rid of all the masters. This, and that are no longer here. And that is how you do that. It's a simple, if not mildly tedious process, but one that is necessary in order to use the Creation Kit's version control, and also just best practices in general so that you have all of your dependencies in one place and it makes it nice and easy for everyone. Alright, so that's that. Thank you for watching. Take care.